In Her Court is about a 14-year-old girl basketball player and kind of the pressures that she faces and the sacrifices that she makes to be great at the sport. And yeah, I made this film because I grew up playing sports. I grew up playing basketball, and all of the women's basketball players were there. I just couldn't see them growing up. And so I was really interested in how girls basketball players were affected by the rapidly growing visibility of women's basketball and women's sports. And then as soon as I found Jaylah, the main subject of this film, I was like, she's so perfect for this, and she just filled that role, and then she ran with it, and she was just perfect for it. So yeah.
I've always heard, I covered a long time ago a boxing amateur, and the director wanted to just cover Golden Gloves, but he found this family that had this Olympic dream and found out. Was it kind of like that? I've always heard you kind of find the story within the story.
Yeah. I was looking for something that was, I was looking for something kind of broad, and I actually was asking more of a question about, like, how is this affecting girls basketball players? Because I could imagine how it might have affected me. But as soon as I found Jaylah and I found her family, and I heard about all of the things that she's doing to kind of propel herself forward and put herself out there, I was like, yeah, it was exactly like that. As soon as I found her, it sort of looked like how I almost thought it was going to, but not really. So yeah.
Well, you played the sport, but as a filmmaker,
yeah,
what was new that you learned? Maybe in the realm of the sport, or just filming it?
Yeah. Okay, so I dealt with a few unique challenges. I think that anybody who has made films about younger people understands that it can sometimes take a little bit for them to open up and to trust you and kind of loosen up, especially in an interview sense. And so with Jaylah, she's great, she's fantastic, and she's so lovable, and everybody loves her. When they see the film, they're like, you can't help but love her and smile when they see her. But she was a little tense, she was a little nervous, and this is something that she's actively working on in her life. She's 14, when we made the film she was 14, and she was actively trying to figure out how to kind of, she was thinking about after game interviews, and she was thinking about, like, putting herself out there on social media. She started a podcast, and so these are all things that she's, like, doing to move her life forward. But when we put the camera in her face, she was like, ooh, I don't know. So there were a few things that I kind of had to navigate, and ways that I kind of had to come up with to get her to loosen up. One of those was that I put her in an interview with her dad, who I know was like one of her main support systems, and she loosened right up. Her personality came out as soon as he was in the front of the camera with her. And then the other thing was that I had her film like vlog style video diaries, which just made her open up. She's 14, so she was way more comfortable in front of her phone than she was. So I'd kind of prompt her and tell her kind of what I wanted her to do, what I wanted her to talk about. And then, yeah, she just came alive. So it was really fun, but yeah, challenging in that way.
Finally, what's next for the film?
So right now it's actually on PBS, and on WETA, which is the DMV, the DC, Maryland, Virginia area PBS station. And yeah, so it's streaming there. You can go and see it right now, actually, but it's also making its way through the film festival circuit. And then right now I'm also in production for a new documentary about the Women's Professional Baseball League. And so I'm making that right now. I'm traveling all over the country. I just came from LA and Savannah, Georgia. I'm going crazy making that film, but yeah.
That's awesome. Well, congrats and best of luck.
Thank you so much. Thank you.